Hey guys, welcome to Automate with Amit. And in this video series where we are covering most asked Java interview questions, here is another question which is most popular in interviews. So here basically what we are gonna learn, it is related to the toggling each character, okay, in a particular string. So let's suppose if we have input as this automate with Amit, and then interviewer asks you to get the output like this, where each character, okay, if that is in capital letters, then that should be toggled to small characters. So in input, capital A is there in automate, so capital A is going to be small a, and rest of the characters are going to be in capital letters. Okay, and next here capital W is there, so W is going to be small, and ITH is going to be in capital letters. Then again A is capital letters, so MIT is going to be. So this should be the input. If we are giving the input, then this should be the output. Okay, that is what interviewers asks in this question. So let's see how to do that. So for that, I have this public class toggle each character, and in which I have this main method. Okay, so let me create another method, public static void, and toggle characters. Okay, so here I have created one method which is going to take one input string str, and in here, so here we are going to see in two different ways. Okay, so I am doing it for with the first way. Okay, so here let's take one string which is going to be a string toggled string, because whatever we are going to perform action on this str here, it is going to be changed. So we wanted this new string to store our required string. Okay, so equals, it is going to be empty. We are going to take this as empty. So here, first thing first is we need to check, right? We need to check if any particular character is whether that's in capital letter or a small letter. Then only we are going to be deciding that whether we have to make that particular character in capital letter or a small letter. So in that case, what we need to do, we need to identify. So here, okay, but before that, we also need to, get each character each time. So for that, we need one loop. So I am making use of this for each loop over here. So we are going to get the character, and here, let's say it's C, and here it is going, we need to pass the string in character array, to char array. So now when we are done with this loop, now what we need to check, we need to check if the character C, okay, so character C, character character dot, whether is upper or lower, is uppercase. Okay, so here we are going to pass C. So if this is uppercase, then what we need to do, we need to get this toggle str, and in this we need to store capital letter, I mean this character in the capital form. Okay, so C dot or character dot to uppercase to lowercase. So because it's a okay, so here we need to pass this, and else if now if that is not uppercase letter, then we need to check if character C, not C, but is lower is lowercase. So if that character is lowercase, then we are going to store is toggled str plus equals character dot to uppercase. Okay, so we are going to store in the uppercase. And so if in case like there are not going to be or in third case scenario, like where some special character or a space or something like that, which is not a character. So in those scenarios, what we need to do, we need to just put a else condition where it is going to store all those things which are not character as is. Okay, so I am storing this as is. So character C dot true string. Okay, so to string, it is going to store it. And with this, I think it is going to do our task over here. You see, and here, let's print it out, sys out our toggled string plus toggle. So we need to call this. Okay, and now here we just call this out in the main, and we need to pass the character, intended character. So here let's pass this first, automate with Amit. So guys, if you are finding these videos useful for you, and so do subscribe my channel. I have many interview related questions. If you haven't watched those videos, you can watch those, and also uh, you can share to the persons who require those uh, videos. Okay, so just I'm running this. So let's see if it has generated the same. Yes, it is same. Okay, so A was a capital, so it put it in a small, rest of the capital. Okay, so it is same. Now let's try something different where it has some numbers, and this also there are some capital, mix of capital and small things. Okay, so let's see if this is working with this. And A was capital, A put smaller, U small, U capital, T small, T capital, was capital, O is small, M capital, M is small, and so on. So it is working well. Okay, so let's this was the uh, first way of working with this. Let's try with the different approach. Okay, so I am just copying this and also commenting this. Okay, so now let's try working with different approach. Okay, so here we know like this second approach is using ASCII values. Okay, so we know that in ASCII, if we check ASCII characters A to Z. Okay, so if we go and check the ASCII values of capital A, small a, you see it's 97, and capital A it's 65. So if we see that if we require to have this, so if any particular character lowercase is there, okay, so lowercase is 97 and 65, and that has to be converted into the capital letter. So what we need to do, minus 65. Okay, 32 is there. 32 is the difference between capital small a and capital A. Okay, so if we require small a to be converted into capital A, then we need to do, we need to deduct 32, and in that case, we are going to get 65, which is capital A. So if we get small a, then we can deduct 32 and we can get capital letter. And if we get 65, like which is capital A, and we just add 32, then we are going to get small a. So we can use this ASCII code also. So if we add uh, 32 to the capital A, okay, capital A ASCII code, then we are going to convert that particular letter into small a, and vice versa. If we want 97 or small a to be converted into capital A, then we need to reduce by 32 that value, like 97 in that case, minus 32 is going to give us capital A. Like that in here also, 98 is again 98, or any character 107 if we are considering. So 107 minus 32, 107 minus 32 is going to be 75, you see, capital K. So in a nutshell, if we want to convert from a small letter to capital letter, then we need to reduce that by 32 ASCII character. We need to reduce that ASCII character by ASCII code by 32. And if we want to convert from capital letter to a small letter, then we need to add 32 to the ASCII code of that letter. Okay, so we are going to use that here. So here, if we know that a particular character is an uppercase, then in that case, what we are going to do, we are going to, uh, we need to reduce. Okay, so capital C, if you see over here, capital C is 67 in 67. So we need to add 32 in order to reduce, in order to convert that into a small letter. Okay, so here we need to, it's in uppercase, so we need to convert in lowercase, so we need to add 32. Okay, so add 32, it is going to give us capital, like capital letter, or a small letter, sorry. And then we need to, pass. Okay, so let's see what happens with this, and then we are going to make changes accordingly. Okay, and if that particular letter is capital or a small c, a small letter, and we need to convert that in uppercase, then what we can do, we can we need to reduce that with minus 32. Okay, let's see what happens, and we can work accordingly after the result. Oh, we got some numbers. So you see, I mean, basically what happened for capital A, over here we passed capital A, right? So capital A was 65, right? In this 65. So it converted into the small a, but it printed this ASCII code 97. Okay, likewise for small u is what? Small u is 117, and it converted into the capital U, so it printed 85. So it printed 85, like that. So it has just printed the ASCII code. We need to, we need to do, we need to cast these numbers into the characters. Okay, so how to do that? We can just put character in within the parenthesis. In this way, it is going to be casted, and it is going to C plus 32. It is going to be casted. We have casted it, and now we need to convert this into the string also, to a string. Toggled str is fine. So let's see what is the issue it is throwing here. Okay, so here cannot cast from integer to character. Okay, it's fine. So we are going to use this char. Okay, so we have casted from integer to character. Okay, so likewise we need to do here also. So I'm just copying, and I'll make this to -32. Okay, and rest is going to be same. Okay, now let's try. Okay, so it has worked the same way, automate, and it has converted this capital A into a, small u into capital U, capital O into small u, and all those things. So it has worked well. So these are the two ways, to work with toggling each characters. So that's all in this video. If you find this video useful, or then press like button, and also comment if you think it was helpful to you. And if you think that it is going to help you, your friends, then do share this playlist and also the videos. Thank you for all. Thank you, and let's see you in the next one. Thank you.